There is this state of being in our human life that we call it as to be in coherence. What does it really mean? When in certain point we have integrated enough of our soul light and personality into our human body, this soul personality will be strong enough to determine our thought, emotion, and our behavior, in which that all the old self-doubt, worry, and fear that once took control of our own decision will no longer hold the same strength compared with the strength of our soul personality. So we have more awareness in a situation to choose from our soul perspective instead of our human perspective that sometimes still contain duality and negative emotion and thinking. Even though many different circumstances came into our life, and maybe in that each different circumstances, they can still trigger us to feel worry or fear, because how our mind is limited with our perception, and they can still fear of something that doesn't seems familiar to mind. But that kind of fear and emotion, that kind of fear and worry that sometimes comes up, doesn't mean that that is not the truth for us. Doesn't mean that that is not the path that we need to take. And in that circumstances where, for example, we are facing a certain change and we need to take certain decision that will connect us to our true path, but that decision is unfamiliar for our mind or never been taken by us before, we might be feeling fear inside and doubt ourselves. But when we go back to our state of incoherence with our soul light, it will be easier for us to choose our soul perspective instead of the fear that we are feeling because of our limited mind perspective toward that situation or the unfamiliar path. For example, I have learned through repeated experience that forcing things is not what I need to do. Instead, I need to surrender and work and also trust the universe and maintain myself in coherence instead of forcing things to happen, so that the universe can naturally and organically bring me and guide me towards my own path, the path that I need to take in this life, that bring me to what my soul mission is and my soul goal. But if I am forcing things to get what my mind thinks I need to do or need to get, need to do, instead I will take a round trip to what my soul mission is. But if I can stay in coherence and choose my soul perspective instead of the self-doubt, then I can have precision in my action and take the straight path instead of the round trip that my mind guide me through. Because our current state of mind is still limited, but the universe is unlimited. Everything is possible. So instead of questioning where this path will go, where my life will direct me, what will happen in future, I need to choose to stay in coherence repeatedly. Because when I am in coherence, my intuition gets stronger, and the message that is given by my higher self and my oversoul, and the guidance from them on which path or decision or action I need to take will be easier to be received by me without the mind interference it with the self-doubt. And if we can stay in our coherence also, we can easily release that fear when the path is shown to us. And after we release that fear, we can take the action that has been guided to us, to be taken by us.